Hi guys, today we will be dealing with Shyam Selvadurai's Cinnamon Gardens. This is one of the most famous Sri Lankan or Ceylonese novel which deals with the British colonization of Sri Lanka, its impact and the condition of women in Sri Lanka. This is Shyam Selvadurai's second novel. His first novel being Funny Boy, which employs the technique Bildungsroman, describing the events that are traumatic in the life of its protagonist. The patriarchal society of Sri Lanka is portrayed through the character of Mudaliyar Navaratnam, who has a illicit relationship with other women apart from his wife. His firstborn Arul marries Pakkiyam, the daughter of a servant in Mudaliyar's household. The second son, Balendran, was in a homosexual relationship with Richard Howland in England, and when Mudaliyar came to know about this, he wanted Balendran to marry a girl to carry on with the customs of Sri Lankan societies, especially taking into account the heterosexuality that is maintained in the society. So he forces Balendran to marry Sonia. Mudaliyar's wife Nallamma does not have any voice in her own household. She is just like any woman, and she is very much entangled by the patriarchy in her society. She has to obey her husband for everything, even though she knows that he is engaging in other illicit relationship. Nalama knew that her husband was having some illicit relationship with the servant in the household, and the servant had a girl by Mudaliyar, that is Pakkiyam, who in turn marries Arul, her own son. Mudaliyar also has an illicit relationship with Miss Adamson, whom he keeps as a secretary, but he uses her for his sexual desires. Woman is very much marginalized in the Sri Lankan society, and this is portrayed in its in this novel. Another instance is that of Murugasa, who pressurizes Louisa into marrying his nephew Muttaya. Louisa is actually Murugasa's wife, and he pressurizes Louisa to make their daughter marry his nephew Muttaya. Anna Lakshmi was the daughter that he intended to marry off to Muttaya, but unfortunately Anna Lakshmi runs away from her home to avoid this marriage, and finally Muttaya ends up marrying Anna Lakshmi's own sister Kumudini. Sonia is actually the sister of Murugasa, and which makes her the aunt of Anna Lakshmi, who runs away from her marriage. And Sonia wants Anna Lakshmi to be a trained society lady who is perfect. all the women characters in the novel are in search of their own freedom. For example, we can take Miss Lawton, the missionary school principal, who tries to make the best of her life by being single, and she succeeds to a certain extent by being the principal of a school. Annalakshmi later becomes a teacher, and she is very bold enough to ride a bicycle for her work. There is sexual tensions in the life of Balendran. He is having a homosexual relationship with Richard Holland of London or England, and he was having a heterosexual relationship with Sonia, his wife. Later, Balendran decides to be just friends with Richard Holland, and by the end of the novel, they are having merely friendship. This is actually something that we cannot expect, but this is how Selvadurai has concluded in the novel. Sonia and Balendran tries to have a normal life by living separately from the parents in their Sevana household. So that's all about Cinnamon Gardens. I hope you had got a basic idea about the plot of the novel. Wait for the next video. Stay tuned.